Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Sophia, and for 15 years, I've had the pleasure of being your flight attendant. I've seen it all from 30,000 feet, and now I'm here to share all of that insider knowledge with you on the ground. So let's talk about today's title, 11 Things Smart Airline Passengers Do Immediately After Boarding the Plane. I know what you're thinking. 11? That sounds like a lot. It sounds like a chore list. Are you going to tell me to count the seats to the exit and read the safety card? I mean, come on, Sophia. Who actually does that? Isn't the smart thing to just get in your seat as fast as possible, put your headphones on, and disappear into a movie? I get it. It sounds like I'm about to give you homework for your vacation. But here's the unexpected angle. After 15 years, I can tell you that the difference between a smart, seamless traveler and a stressed out, chaotic one is all in the first 3 minutes after they step on that plane. Boarding is a battle. It's a mess, right? Everyone's dragging bags, the aisle is a single file logjam, and the number one resource everyone is fighting for, that precious overhead bin space, is disappearing fast. The smart passenger isn't someone who just knows the rules. The smart passenger is the one who has a system. They have a smooth, efficient, almost invisible choreography that gets them from the aircraft door to their seat with zero stress. They don't block the aisle. They don't create human Tetris problems. They don't annoy their fellow passengers. And, most importantly, they don't annoy me. I'm kidding, mostly. But I've seen it all. I've seen the passenger who stops dead in the aisle, right at row 10, to have a 10-minute negotiation with his wife about who sits by the window, all while 80 people are backed up onto the jet bridge behind him. I've seen the person who has to repack their entire carry-on in the aisle just to find their neck pillow. You do not want to be that person. So in this video, I am going to walk you through the 11-step boarding ballet of a pro-level traveler. This isn't just a list, it's a new philosophy. This is the stuff that will make your travel day so much smoother, reduce your stress, and honestly, make you a better traveler. And if this is the kind of practical, real-world advice you've been looking for, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I am building this channel entirely for you. And that means I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What is your number one boarding pet peeve? What's that one thing you see people do that just drives you crazy? I read every single comment, and I can't wait to hear your stories. All right, grab your imaginary boarding pass. Let's walk onto that plane. Number 1, they acknowledge the crew. This sounds so small, doesn't it? It sounds like polite fluff, but I'm putting it at number 1 for a reason. When you step onto that plane, you are in a hurry. You're stressed about bin space, you're looking for your row number, and there are 2 of us, flight attendants, standing at the door smiling. The number of people who look right through us is staggering. They see us as part of the doorway. Scenery. The smart passenger? They make eye contact. They give a simple hello or good morning or even just a nod. Why does this matter? Well, first, we're human. It's just nice. But the practical reason? You are registering yourself on our radar as a kind, aware human being. I'm not saying this guarantees you better service, but I am saying that we are the people who are in charge of your safety and comfort for the next several hours. We are the ones who, in an emergency, you will be looking to for guidance. Making that 2-second human connection matters. I can't tell you how many times that simple hello has made me subconsciously file a passenger. Oh, the gentleman in 12C was lovely when I'm coming through with the meal cart and I'm down to the last choice meal. Who am I more likely to give a little extra effort for? The person who looked at me like I was a piece of furniture, or the person who smiled and saw a human? And in a practical sense, that's your moment. As you're saying hello, you can also ask that one quick, critical question. Hi, can you just point me to row 24? It's so much better than walking all the way to the back only to realize you passed it. It's not about sucking up, it's about being a human. It's the first step in the SMART system. Number 2, they confirm their seat. This seems obvious, but you would be shocked at the chaos this causes. So you've said hi to me, you found your row, say row 15. You see the 15 on the overhead bin. You see the ABC on the placard, and you've got seat 15A. You're all good. The rookie traveler just throws their bag in the bin above row 15 and plops down. The smart traveler does a quick 2-second scan. They look at their boarding pass, 15A. They look at the seats. A is by the window. They double check that the person who got there first hasn't already sat in 15A. I had a flight to Chicago. It was completely full. A gentleman, let's call him Mr. 15A, gets to his row. But there's already a lady in 15A. He says, "Excuse me, I think you're in my seat." She huffs, pulls out her ticket. She's 15F. She's in the right row, but the completely wrong seat. But here's the problem. The entire row, B, C, D, and E, has now boarded. They are all settled. For her to move from 15A to 15F, it requires 4 people to unbuckle, stand up, get in the aisle, which is now full of other boarding passengers. It was a human Tetris nightmare. It stopped the entire boarding process for 5 full minutes. All of that chaos could have been avoided if she had taken 2 seconds to confirm. My ticket says 15F. F is that aisle, over there. The smart passenger confirms their seat before they sit. And if they're the first one in a row. Number 3, the stow and go. This is the big one. This is the number 1 source of boarding aisle cloggage. The smart traveler knows that the overhead bin is the single most valuable and fought over piece of real estate on the airplane. They do not mess around. They get to their row, they lift their bag, and they put it in the bin. What they don't do is stop, block the aisle, and repack their bag. Try to lift a bag that is clearly 80 pounds. Ask me, the flight attendant, to lift it for them. We are not allowed to, for insurance reasons. We can assist, but you have to be able to lift it yourself. Put their bag in flat, taking up all the room. The smart passenger puts their roller bag in wheels first or wheels out, on its side, like a book on a shelf. This maximizes the space for everyone. And here's a pro-level smart passenger move. They put their bag in the bin across the aisle from their seat. Why? Think about it. When you deplane, it's a logjam. You're waiting for 14 rows ahead of you to get their bags. If your bag is right above you, you have to wait for a break in the traffic, step back into the aisle, open the bin, and block everyone behind you. But if your bag is across the aisle, you can stand in your row, see the traffic flow, and the moment you see your opening, you grab it and go. It's a tiny, brilliant efficiency move. Also, smart passengers never put small items, purses, laptop bags, in the overhead bin if the flight is full. That is a cardinal sin. Those go under the seat in front of you. That bin space is for roller bags. Don't be the person who puts their tiny backpack in a space that could fit a full-size carry-on. Number 4, the tuck and pull. This is perhaps my favorite one because I see the smart passengers do it and it's like a secret handshake. The tuck and pull is the art of creating your nest before your butt hits the seat. The rookie traveler stows their bag, immediately sits down, buckles up, and gets comfortable. And then, just as the last passenger is boarding, or worse, just as we're climbing to 10,000 feet and the seatbelt sign is on, they realize, oh, my headphones are in my bag. My book is in my bag. My medication is in my bag. And then, ding, they hit the call button. Or they just get up. They stand in the aisle trying to open the overhead bin while we are in active taxi or even mid-flight. It's disruptive and it's unsafe. The smart passenger, while they are still standing in the aisle, stows their big roller bag, the stow and go, takes their smaller bag, backpack, purse, pulls out the 3 to 5 things they will need for the flight: headphones, water bottle, book, tablet, charging cable, and maybe a pack of gum. Puts those nest items in their hands or in their lap. Then they put the smaller bag under the seat in front of them. Then they sit down. The tuck and pull. They are now done. They do not have to get up again. They will not be that person. They are set for the whole flight. I often recommend having a go pouch, a small zippered bag inside your carry-on. It has your essentials. You just pull that one pouch. Genius. Number 5, the aisle dip. This one is all about courtesy and flow. The aisle dip is the physical act of moving your entire body and all your belongings out of the aisle and into your row. You have no idea how many people fail at this. They will find their row and they will stop right in the middle of the aisle, and they'll take off their jacket very slowly. Zip. Then they'll fold it. Then they'll look at the bin. Then they'll look at their partner. And all I see is a line of 50 people standing in the aisle getting more and more frustrated. The smart passenger knows the aisle is a highway, not a parking lot. The moment they find their row, they dip. They step past the seat into the window or middle seat area. They are fully out of the aisle. Then, from that safe zone, they do their tuck and pull. They take their jacket off. They get organized. This allows other passengers to squeeze by them. It keeps the highway flowing. It is the most respectful, polite, and efficient thing you can do for everyone around you. Be an aisle dipper. Number 6, the Sanity wipe down. This became popular in 2020 and it has stuck, for a good reason. The smart passenger, immediately after they've done their tuck and pull, and before they've buckled in, pulls out a sanitizing wipe, and they do a quick 30-second wipe down. Oh, come on, Sophia, you're saying. The planes are clean. Are they? Yes, they are cleaned. But let me tell you about turnaround times. On a domestic flight, that plane can land, deplane 180 people, and reboard another 180 people in as little as 30 to 40 minutes. The cleaning crew is not doing a deep scrub. They are doing a trash and dash. They pick up trash, they cross the seatbelts. They are not scrubbing your armrest. I have seen things. I've seen sticky, unidentifiable residue on tray tables. I've seen passengers open their tray table and just recoil in horror. The smart passenger just takes 30 seconds for peace of mind. What do they wipe? The tray table, top and latch, the armrests, the seatbelt buckle, the remote control or TV screen, the air vent. It's not about being a germaphobe. It's about taking control of your environment. You just don't know who was sitting there before you or what they were doing. Just wipe it. You'll feel better. Number 7, the air vent assessment. This one is a great debate. Open or closed? The smart passenger knows. Open it. A lot of people think the air on a plane is dirty, recycled air, and they turn that vent off to avoid it. This is 100% wrong. The air on a modern airliner is incredibly clean. It is passed through surgical-grade HEPA filters, the same kind you find in hospitals. That air is cleaner than the air in your office. The real benefit of that little vent, we call it a punka, is twofold. Temperature. It gets stuffy on a plane, especially during boarding when the engines aren't fully running. That little jet of air is your personal climate control, the air shield. That stream of air breaks up the stale air in your immediate vicinity. It can actually help to blow airborne particles, like from your neighbor's sneeze, lovely, away from your face. The smart passenger opens that vent and they aim it just in front of their face. It creates a little cone of protection and keeps them from feeling hot and nauseated. Number 8, the safety card scan. Okay, I know. This is the one you thought was a joke. No, the smart passenger probably isn't reading the card word for word, but they are scanning it. Specifically, they are touching that card in the seat back pocket, and they are doing one thing. They are counting the rows to the exit. I am 100% serious. This is what safety professionals call situational awareness. You're in 22A, you open the card, you see the exits. There's one at row 15 and one at row 28. Okay, the smart passenger thinks. The closest exit is 6 rows behind me. Why? Why do this? There is a concept in aviation called the +3 - 8 rule. It means that the vast majority of incidents happen in the first 3 minutes after takeoff, or the last 8 minutes before landing. In that unbelievably rare 1 in a million chance that something happens and the cabin fills with smoke, you cannot see the exit signs, but you can feel The smart passenger has already done the math, 6 rows back. In a panic, they're not trying to find an exit. They are just grabbing the seat backs and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This simple 5-second act of situational awareness is what separates survivors from statistics. It's dark, I know. But smart is prepared. They just do the math. Number 9, the seat back pocket check. This is the cousin of the Sanity wipe down. Before the smart passenger puts their stuff, book, tablet, phone, into that seat back pocket, they do a quick check of what's already in there. This is for 2 reasons. Reason 1, the gross out factor. I'm just going to say it. People are disgusting. The things I have seen pulled out of seat back pockets by other passengers would make you sick. Used tissues, dirty diapers, yes, I am serious, wads of gum, half-eaten sandwiches. You do not want to put your brand new iPad into a pocket that is compromised. The smart passenger just gives it a quick visual all clear before they stick their hand in. Reason 2, the I won't forget this factor. This is the real pro-level move. By checking the pocket first, you are mentally clearing it. You're aware of its state. When you deplane, you will perform the same check, and you are 1,000% less likely to leave your own stuff behind. The number of iPads, Kindles, wallets, and passports I have found in seat back pockets, it's heartbreaking. The smart passenger has a system. Check it on the way in, check it on the way out. Number 10, the tech check. You're settled. You're wiped down, you're nested, you're ready. The smart passenger now does one last thing. They check their tech. This means they untangle their headphones and plug them in to the jack. Does it work? Is it crackly? They pull out their charging cable and plug it into the USB port or the outlet. Why do this now? Because you want to find out that your outlet is broken before takeoff, not 3 hours into the flight when your phone is at 4%. I get this complaint all the time. My outlet is broken. And I come over and yeah, it's broken. It's a dead port. If the passenger tells me this while we are on the ground, I have options. I can look for an empty seat. I can reseat them. It's a huge win. If you tell me mid-flight, I'm so sorry. I can't move you. The best I can do is maybe offer to charge it in the galley, but that's a security risk and we're not supposed to. The smart passenger identifies the problem early when it can still be solved. Number 11, the water bottle unsheathing. Finally, you're ready for takeoff. The smart passenger's last move is to take their own water bottle, which they filled up in the terminal, and place it in the seat back pocket. Why is this smart? It's just water, because hydration is the number 1 key to a good flight. And my beverage service is not immediate. After we take off, I have to stay strapped in my jump seat until we pass 10,000 feet. Then I have to get the carts ready. On a full flight, from takeoff, it might be 45 minutes to an hour before I get to your row, 22, with a drink. In that time, the dry, recycled air is already pulling moisture from your body. The passenger who is dying of thirst, who keeps hitting the call button while the seatbelt sign is on, "Ma'am, I just need water." That passenger is having a bad time. The smart passenger brings their own. They are self-sufficient. They are hydrating. They are in control. When I do come by, they'll happily take a coffee or a soda, but they aren't desperate. They are a hydration pro. So there you have it, 11 steps. Does it sound like a lot? Maybe. But if you watch a real pro traveler, they do all 11 of these things in about 90 seconds. It's a hello, a seat check, a stow, a pull, a dip, a wipe, a twist of the vent, a glance at the card, a peek in the pocket, a plug of the cable, and an unsheathing of the water. It's a dance. And the result is that they are seated, settled, calm, and in complete control of their environment, all before the poor guy in the next row has even figured out which way the bin opens. This isn't just about being smart, it's about being prepared. It's about being respectful of your fellow passengers, and it's about taking the stress out of the most stressful part of the journey. So now I want to hear from you. What did I miss? What is your number one boarding ritual that I didn't list? Let's all talk about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sophia. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Fly safe. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sophia. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Fly safe.